in terms of streaming. I was just so here's kind of a little bit of all the above that I'd talked about previously doing. So Raw, SmackDown, everything just happened. Interesting note on TNA potentially being bought out with their library potentially being bought out by WWE, which would be great things for the network, because then you get all the promotional stuff for almost every guy that's in NXT right now, at least in their main event. So I mean, you know, that's good news. Why is it saying I'm offline? I'm not offline. Oh. Let me just go to the home page and click on it, because I know that's where it's all of a sudden. But Sister Abigail hasn't. Oh. So apparently, What Culture is already jumping on the how WWE should book Sister Abigail, even though she hasn't quite came into play yet. Though I can see her coming in pretty soon. At least I'm hoping. There we go. So now I can actually chat with you guys, which would be good. So this is my current universe, by the way, which I'm currently just on the tag screen because I'm missing quite, like, I don't have everything fully set up. I have a lot of tag teams at the moment. Now this is also, you know, 2K16, and I haven't actually, this particular universe, gotten to do a whole lot with it. So, you know, right now I have the Brotherhood with, which I'll probably carry, this team will carry over into WWE 2K17. I will probably use this, or I might use the Golden Truth and put Stardust somewhere else. Like, I'm on the fence. I really liked Goldust and Cody, or Stardust, and I feel like there was a lot of untapped potential, and I'm going to, since this is going to be Stardust's last game for a while anyway, I am definitely going to make it count and to really get it in there for him. Of course, you're going to have the New Day. The New Day is going to stay together for at least a little while. I have no intentions of really breaking them up. I think that they are one of the best things going on in wrestling today. And this act is perfect. There's not really anything that needs tweaked. Today it is still just as fresh as it was when it first debuted, and they have done a full cycle. You know, they've gone from the bad guys to the good guys, and they're just chilling on the top of the world. They are basically the John Cena of tag team wrestling right now, okay? Like, they are like the modern day Four Horsemen with only 3 members. So kudos to the New Day. Like, they are Hall of Fame bound, guaranteed, like, as a group. The past couple years here for them have been, like, beyond amazing. If I don't think I'll actually bother to break them up, though. I do think in 2K17 I might do with the New Day what I plan on doing with Enzo and Cass, but I'll get down to that in a little bit, and I'll discuss my breakdown for that. The Usos, of course, gonna keep the Usos. What are you really gonna do with these two guys as a separate entity? Like, their models are like almost the exact same. They look very, very similar. They're probably gonna be my fodder tag team, like they have in previous games. They're great wrestlers, don't get me wrong, and I think that the current heel turn is probably one of the best things that they've ever done for them. You now have, of course, Kid and Cesaro. Now, I'm pretty sure Tyson Kidd is in the game, so I really might keep these guys together over the whole Sheamus Cesaro thing. And I really enjoy, I really do enjoy Cesaro as a singles competitor. But I really loved Kid and Cesaro as a tag team, and it really sucked that, you know, Kid got injured when he did, because I feel like these guys really could have like made a massive thing here in the WWE as a tag team. And I'm on the whole Cesaro Sheamus thing. I like the arc that they're pulling with it, where it's like, you know, it's Mick Foley going, you know, I feel I see something in the two of you, and I feel like they both have very similar styles, and like some of the stuff they did on Raw, where like they kind of just keep one-upping each other, just walking down to the ring and stuff like that. I'm really digging it, and I want to see where that goes in the real world, but I am not probably going to touch that with in my universe, as I will probably use Kid and Cesaro as they are. Now, Harper and Rowan, these guys are going to be a much more prominent tag team in my book than what they've ever been. I have a full-on Wyatt storyline where Braun Strowman's basically going to go off and do his own Braun Strowman things. I'm going to get another big man to kind of back Bray, who's kind of going to be a combination of Rowan and or not Rowan, but Harper and Strowman, and that way that gives Bray his push. It's kind of going to be a triangle where everyone's kind of like staring each other down, everyone's doing their own thing. It's kind of I'm going to slowly split the actual full-on Wyatt family, as I feel like everybody has their own potential, and I really want to see them grow and get to achieve that. Now, this team will not get a repeat, as there is no Damien Sandow. And yes, I took the primetime player's name because, let's be honest, Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, they're not really going to make much use of it. I'm still really sad that Damien Sandow didn't make the cut. But basically what happened here is I paired these two up. I'm sure I can find another tag partner for R-Truth once I start actually looking at the roster. As I love the Golden Truth concept. I loved the name before they even used it. As I actually saw somebody using it in another universe, and thought it was the like coolest little tag team. But these guys actually come out like the Hollywood Blonde. Now is still interacting as the Miz. So R-Truth's kind of like being producer guy over here, you know, just kind of like, well, not producer guy, but he's kind of being like the little lackey, you know, holding everything, and they're coming out together, and they're actually currently the NXT Tag Team Champions in this game. So I mean, it's working for them. Of course, the Ascension. Probably, I'm considering doing something with them, but at the same time, they need a third man to really rise. As at this point, you know, they're kind of always going to be a mid-level tag team in the WWE. I'm going to try and find someone to pair them up with to kind of get the ball rolling, but I don't plan on using them as a dominant tag team, because again, like, you know, in this game you already have all these, you know, tag teams that you can do that, and then there are so many that already are in the game. And the new game is going to have even more tag teams. Like just off the roster, just where you start. Because you are going to have the New Day. You will have the Usos. You will probably have Harper and Rowan. You'll probably actually even have the primetime players. But, you know, it'll be Darren Young, Titus O'Neil. You'll have the Ascension. You'll have the Lucha Dragons, the Vaudevillains, Revival, Brothers of Destruction. Like, you're going to have so many fresh tag teams, even D-Generation X and the New Age Outlaws. So, I mean, you are, like, the tag division just keeps growing every single year without even needing work done. Like, I remember there were games where you wouldn't have more than one or two legitimate tag teams in the game. you know, like think back to like SmackDown versus Raw 2007, 2008. Like the tag teams were so minuscule, and like you just did not have a lot of tag teams, but you didn't even have that many tag teams on the roster. That was a time where tag team wrestling had just fallen by the wayside in terms of championships. Like you always had tag team matches, but they didn't mean anything. And so it's nice that the tag division's finally blossoming. I don't think you actually get both Bella's ones this year either. I think you only get Nikki. You might get... I can't fully remember the roster. I should probably just pull it up in front of me. That would make a lot more sense. I do have a computer. So let me just pull that up. Because of course, the game comes out on Tuesday. I am beyond excited. I'm ready for it. It's really weird because you do get Albert. Like, Albert is going to be in this game. And Alberto Del Rio and Austin Aries. Like, the list is just endless. Honestly, I want to use R-Truth in a Harlem Heat revival type thing. Booker T and R-Truth. I know it doesn't really work to just replace a black guy, but come on, they did it in the Royal Rumble. Yeah, that was bad. I know it was. Oh, but you also gonna have Gallows and Anderson once their DLC comes out. Like there yet again is 3 versions of Undertaker. Blake and Murphy. Which of course I'm gonna use them as a tag team because them breaking up was dumb. It's really nice that they have Tatanka in the game. It's kind of weird that they have Papa Shango, but you know, it is what it is. You have Ty Dillinger, Tyler Breeze. Like, there is a lot of wrestlers in this game. Like, I'm just like, you know, reading off a few here and there. Oh yeah, and you're gonna have the Hype Bros, which you didn't have in this one. And you have the Von Erichs, Kerry and Kevin Von Erich. So that's pretty cool that they're going to be in it. You do get JBL, so I mean, there are a ton. I'm a little disappointed that you have Diego and Fernando, and not the Shining Stars. Like, I'm kind of hoping they like even just patch it to where we can just remove the masks. I'd be okay with that. Wait, are the Lucha Dragons like both in the new game? I'm assuming they are. Yeah, there's Sin Cara, and if Sin Cara's in, I know Kalisto's in, because let's be honest, Kalisto's they're bigger draw. So I'll probably pair these guys back up, because they're not going to be able to do anything outside of teaming with each other. I'm actually going to put both of them back in NXT without a doubt, and team them up for a little bit, and let them get built up as one of my premier tag teams, and then bring them up to the main roster and have them fight it out. As I know them and the Ascension, the Vaudevillains, like I'm gonna start out with quite a few people back in NXT just because I'm gonna use some of the legend talent and really let things go, and even form some new tag teams and send them to NXT as well. That way I have a nice spread between Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, as I am going to do a brand extension, and it's that I'm not gonna get into because I want to do it live and just let everything play out, because I have ideas on what I want to do, but I also might end up changing it at the very last second. Like, I know I would definitely still do something very similar to how they had, you know, that first battle with Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton, but I would not use Orton. I would use Lesnar because, you know, Lesnar, big marquee draw, but there's I have an idea there for who SmackDown should have taken and had face Lesnar. I understand they wanted to do the whole Orton-Lesnar match, but when you're just gonna bury a guy, what's the point? You know, like why bother? But it is what it is. Now, here is a fun duo to me. Enzo and Cass, and this is kind of what I want to do again with the New Day. Is I don't like when the New Day loses the tag titles, I don't want them to regain them like that. I would actually rather them kind of just cheer on each other on and go for some singles championships, but still, have that dynamic. And that's what I want to do with Enzo and Cass. I want to leave them on Raw. I want Cass to smack Roman Reigns, take the U.S. title. I want Enzo to take the Cruiserweight title. And both of them, walking around with gold, how you doing, cutting promos, really being the faces of their divisions while still having each other's backs. And I feel like that even sets up a nice heel turn where they can become a heel team. I know people are like, why would you do that? But the thing is, Cass, big monster of a guy. And it's not so much that, and you can even do the same stuff with them still being faces. Because look at the New Day, they kind of just, you get that Eddie Guerrero heat going. A little bit of lie, cheat, and steal didn't hurt nobody. That's all I'm saying. So these guys, I have really big plans for all around. Really cannot wait to really get into the my career or my universe mode with them, as they're gonna stay pretty permanent on my Raw roster, as I do still plan on keeping the Cruiserweights on Raw, as I like the whole concept that WWE has set up. For once, they actually have a really good structure going on, and I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. That's all I gotta say about that. So we move on. We got the Vaudevillains again. A lot of these teams, like, they're good, strong teams, but like you have, like, I basically my NXT roster. Here's what I'm thinking from NXT roster, because when the Ascension were in NXT as a dominant tag team, there weren't any tag teams for them to face. Like, there was no one for them to really run through, right? They kind of just kept getting people here and there, and that's how they became the longest tag team of all time, because just at the time you didn't have the teams. Well, so just starting out without, excuse me, it's been a long day. Without even bothering to look at who and what teams are going to be in the game off the bat, I already know, just from the game, the people that I know are going to carry over. I know I'm going to want to put the Ascension, the Lucha Dragons, the Vaudevillains. Okay? So we're already at 3 teams, and the Los Matadors, 4 teams. Those guys I want on NXT, along with Blake and Murphy, which are actually right there with the Rough Riders, which we'll get to in a second. And then add in the Revival. So look at that, we're at 6 teams there. So I mean, we're going places. Meanwhile, you still have in the new 2K17 game, you will still have, let me look through here real quick. You still clearly have the New Day, you have the New Age Outlaws, you have the Dudley Boys, you have the Usos. Eddie Guerrero is going to be in the game, so you can always team him up with somebody. You got the American Alphas. There's Kevin Nash. Scott Hall still in the game. Did he get removed or did he not? It's weird because you still do have Stunning Steve Austin. And you have Steve Austin. And there's Scott Hall. So you do have the Outsiders still. So I mean, you have out the gate before the DLC, because the DLC brings you Gallows and Anderson. Oh, you have the Hart Foundation because you have Jim Ned Hart and you have Bret Hart. So before the DLC even hits. What I find weird, by the way, before I carry on, is that Christian doesn't make the game, but Edge does. Oh, never mind, Christian is there. Okay, I was like, what is this nonsense? You also get the Bushwhackers in again. So, I mean, you lose Stevie Ray. So you can actually do, Goldust has had so many good tag teams, like, and partners. Because you can do Goldust and Stardust, you can do Goldust and Booker T. You can do Goldust and R-Truth. Like, it is crazy. All the different ways you can team these guys up. I think R-Truth rapping with Darren Young would be kind of funny. But, oh, and you still have the Natural Disasters in here as well. Like, so, you have so many tag teams. I am so sorry. That was loud. So you have so many tag teams, and so balancing everything out won't even be a problem. So, like, I'm sitting here looking at this, and there's an easy, even removing these 6, you can. I think a solid 3 to 4 tag teams per main show is where you want to start out at. That's the sweet spot. That's the where you go when you're just wanting to get it started and still have time for other other aspects, because like the women's division is going to be amazing in 2K17 because it has like double plus on the roster as 2K16. And like I actually will probably, I wanted to see how the whole the titles work, because I don't really know where we're going with the titles for the shows in 2K17 in terms of like, is it, you know, one of these little things here where you get, you know, 4 slots? Does it have to be a Diva or Women's Championship? Is it just a 4th slot? Because I saw where it assigned, like it showed which championships were there, and so, you know, it assigned the championships to the show. And so what I want to know is, can I assign multiples, or am I just trapped? Because I didn't really get to see anything about that. So I you know, here's the hoping that I can do that, because then, you know, I'd actually like to do a women's tag belt for 2K17 at some point, because I think we actually have the roster for it. So I feel like Blake and Murphy also would be a good pairing with Zack Ryder if he was a single star, but clearly this is going to end this year. And of course, you know, you get the usual suspects here. And I'm keeping this team of Neville and Sami Zayn. I got so excited when they actually showed up on a pay-per-view together, and it was like a one-off thing, and they were like, oh yeah, we're going to keep doing this, and then it was just that one time, and I was like, but why? Like the Helluva Kick into the Red Arrow, that's a set finish, you know, and they're the new millennia to me. Like that's to me, they are the next generation. They're the guys. I know they've been around for quite a while, but they just complement each other so well. And of course, I call them the chick magnets, but Brazango, because that's such a better name. And of course, the Gladiators. I think this tag team goes away, but I'm not probably going to remake Logan Winters anyway. At least not in this general vicinity. So I mean, I think this is actually very young. Yeah, because I mean, see, we're only in June. Oh no, we're in May. Even worse. And this is like the first round. So I didn't get very far. I reset universes quite a bit. Which is why I'm really excited that we get 3 for 2K17. Because now I won't have to do that. Like, it's... Oh. Okay, so it's just rival. Titus O'Neil. I wonder how that match is going to play out. So I know there's somebody else in here. Is there any matches that you actually would like to see on the card here? Because I'm not gonna get into like big storytelling stuff with 2K16 when in literally a week less than I'm gonna have 2K17 going, and I will do I will literally break down every single one of these matches minus the rivalries. Like, I will have the actual game rivalries going, and I will have my own rivalries, like, booking. And I don't even know if it counts as rivalry matches anymore. I think you just kind of book it as you go. And I know you have to play each match in a row now, which that kind of irks me, because I'm somebody who does like to play around. But if it actually constructs an ebb and flow to the game, I'm going to be okay with it. So I really hope that X-Pac just falls over and dies on that one. I am going to skip that rivalry match. So what's been going on here is Drake Morgan and X-Pac have been feuding. X-Pac was the European champion. You know, X-Pac, I can't believe he went over Sheamus. I'm highly disappointed. Selena Snow was somebody I picked up off of, and if you as you can see, I'm playing on PlayStation. I will have, I have it for Xbox, but it's a little late in the day to start downloading people when I don't have that there. I know I'm going to be streaming heavily from the PlayStation, as it's very easy to go from console to YouTube, and I'm very lazy, as you can see. Like right now, I'm laying in bed, you know, got my microphone on my chest. I'm very comfortable. Like I can do this all day if you give me a glass of water, which is why I'm currently that's how I'm gonna be streaming for quite a while. So Snow goes over. She just won the women's championship in NXT. She's been building a lot of momentum. Glad to see she went over to Summer Rae. This match though, I don't even know who I want to win. We're gonna stop right here. We're gonna play this one. So we're going to go off entrances. That's who I'll pick as. Both of these guys, to me, both of these teams are like my babies. Like, I don't really know. And yes, they even do the Primetime Player entrance theme there with R-Truth's video, because, you know, Damien Sandow doesn't really have one.
Is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, the NXT Tag Team Champions.
But it's a nice way to kind of give them their own little spiel here, because no one actually uses this tag team entrance anymore. It's the Hollywood Blondes. And I felt like, you know, A-listers, like these guys are actual primetime players. I wonder, why is it so grainy on my screen sometimes? Like, it just goes grainy for a minute. It really bugs me. But I do like these guys as for the NXT Tag Champs. I do not remember. Oh, they do Blake and Murphy's entrance.
And their opponents.
Oh man.
And Sami Zayn, the new Millennia.
That's such a hype babyface entrance. When you change the music and videos and make things flashy and I don't know. It's such a struggle. I do not want to play this though. I'm actually gonna play as Ms. Dow, just because I know he's not gonna be in the game much longer. And what? So he uses. I cannot remember what I was doing with his moveset. But I know he has a single and then Paler and the S-Lock and the Spear. Like, he's got some weird nonsense going on. So here we go. Get a little bit of R-Truth action in here. I really hope with the because this game was very hard hitting. And I hope it gets to keep that just aggression and that physicality in the new game, as like the models somehow look even more realistic. And I thought that this game was great when it came out. And like every year, I give them credit because they have somehow managed to make it look better and better and better. But like I remember when SmackDown 2 came out, it actually looked like it was like the best wrestling graphics on the face of the planet. And now if you go back and look at that stuff, it literally looks like somebody just Picasso'd it.
You don't want to get pummeled. It's your face. No kidding. Ooh, that's hurting me.
Oh no.
Sami Zayn with the reversal. Oh, they couldn't find a home for that one.
I'm not sure what that was.
Lack of trying, Michael. Dance moves and rap lyrics aside.
Like I gotta pause this for a second, because I want to see what in the world. It was like, so he goes for a drop kick and ends up doing like a headbutt on the connection. I don't really know what happened. I just know it happened, and I'm a little disappointed. So I really don't know whose moveset I was basing Damian off of here. I think it was literally like half Edge, half Daniel Bryan. Or it might have just really been Edge with some Daniel Bryan thrown in, which makes a lot more sense.
And here's the tag.
I mean, it doesn't really make sense, but
And there's the reversal from Neville. God, there was nothing
I remember I just wanted to get him away from the actual Miz.
Use other words to describe what we just witnessed. On the offensive here.
Oh, that's not good. No reversals left.
A lot of pride on the line.
It's fun though, like as simplistic as this game can get, and as simplistic as wrestling itself can get. I think what's always drawn me is the characters, and like, yeah, they're fighting for the championship, and there's this drama, and there's always this little bit of extra stuff that they have going on, and so it's very visceral, very real, and you just get this like those storylines were always fantastic to me. Though things we could have done without in wrestling. Boss Man feeding Pepper to Al Snow, Katie Vick. This is the name too. Apparently the hand's okay.
We're looking at complete domination here. His chest may be black.
I'm just gonna. Oh, I actually wanted to. There we go. So I actually wanted to hit that single leg knee.
There it is, the running high knee.
Oh.
That could end this thing.
Now, did they have a tag finisher? I really don't remember. They do. What was it?
What an insane move by Damian
Why?
Sandow. There it is. That makes the cover. And the referee's count's interrupted there.
Why is
And he
that the
kicks out.
tag
And he lives to
finisher?
fight again. He's inflicting some serious pain here. When our truth
So
begins
messed
his
up.
motion and connects with the lie detector, it usually means the match is over. The way Truth runs full speed at an opponent and then sends himself.
I'm sorry,
like a
viewer, that you
missile
had to
is just awesome.
witness my insanity of the night. What?
And he's in there trying to get something going for his partner.
As like up until Tuesday, like by the way, Tuesday, I am going to a midnight release for the game. I have Tuesday off, and you better believe I will have it installed, ready to go, and I will be playing it as soon as humanly possible.
The lie detector from R-Truth is an
And I will
exciting
have it
version
streamed
of
the
classic
entire time.
flying forearm attack. R-Truth nails his opponent coming off of lightning speed with
Why
a force
am I
that
climbing
knocks his
turnbuckle?
foes right out. As a
Nobody
finishing
likes it
move,
when you
the
climb
lie
the turnbuckle.
detector is the truth.
You're right, R-Truth's lie detector has put many
He
a
went
superstar
nowhere,
out
Sandow.
cold. His exciting
Like, he
finisher
went
is
literally
one where
went-
Truth
he
can
went
connect
nowhere.
with it at any time, which means on
And
any
now
given
Zayn's
night,
running around
Truth can
like a chicken
emerge
with his head cut
victorious.
off.
And it's
Like, he
Damian Sandow
literally
with the
just
reversal.
doesn't know what to do with his life.
Turning it around, it's Sami Zayn with the reversal.
Hey, how
Oh,
about seeing here from
that
Sami
was a
Zayn?
very, very nice wrist lock into the tornado
He goes
DDT.
with a quick pin and a kick out.
And that's all that matters. This match continues. Damian
Also,
Sandow
I'm
maybe
loving
too
some of the
full
new
himself
moves they
to know
have
when
coming
he's
into the
beat.
game. Like the OMG Powerbomb, the
His
OMG
partner's being
Powerbomb, at least I think it's the
punished
OMG
and he's seated
Powerbomb, into a
He's
Boston
looking to
Crab
drive.
if they can
I
kind
hope
of pin.
that turns out well. Getting some air here.
Oh, there's that Swanton. It astounds me now how many people actually get to use the Swanton in the WWE ring.
Remember,
It's more of a regular move now that Jeff Hardy's
turn on
you know,
a dime.
And
over
leave
in
you some
TNA.
change.
And Damian Sandow
And that's another thing.
reverses it.
Speaking of TNA, I keep hearing that they might be selling their video library to WWE. Well, how far into their video library does that go? Like, is that all inclusive of everything up until the point of sale? Is that all just past stuff? Is that going to be involving the company overall?
You know, R-Truth has so many moves that I don't think we can list them all. A somersault plancha,
Like, I'm
jumping
kind of,
kick,
I'm
flying
intrigued and I'm
head
scared all at the
and
same
he can avoid
time.
attack and come back with one of his own. He immediately gets the crowd up on their feet. Oh!
Because it's like, so am I going to get to see, broken Matt Hardy and all of his glory on WWE Network, even though it's a TNA product? Because the thing is, if they own the library, like if they own all of it, okay, Impact and all, they can do all of the old pay-per-views. They can add them whenever they want. They'll whatever's in the contract will be of the sale will be the only thing stopping them from like mainline streaming the product. So whenever they want to upload it, boom, it's there. And then to top it off, that includes pay-per-views, old Impacts, stuff like that, and it's at their leisure. Like they dictate that. Now, pop it off with if it's like all inclusive, so like if they get all the distribution rights to the library, that could really equal, like, they can basically directly after Impact airs, they can go ahead and put it up on the network and get views from it, because there's not going to be a contract in place like there is with with USA, or Hulu, where they're not allowed to distribute it to the network, that's why they still have to wait X amount of days. They have contracts with other companies. What was his other signature? Maybe I'll use that one instead. No, this is definitely more fitting for the situation.
Damian Sandow scores with a tremendous move.
Just pin him. That's enough.
Makes the cover.
2.
What?
And the ref starts to count.
What? Well, there's...
Damian looking for the finish.
Let's just make the man tap.
Mission locked in, and this might be it.
And there it goes. I was like, really? Why isn't he tapping? It should already be there. So I mean, these implications could be
Highlight after highlight.
quite big. On top of that, you have Goldberg potentially coming back.
I can't believe what we saw during this one. Oh, what a spectacular match. And here's some highlights from the matchup.
So of course you get your highlights. And see, I want to see what the difference is there. Like, can I choose, like if I'm Damian Sandow during that match, can I choose after the match, after we win, can I actually choose to just turn on my partner and start beating the crap out of R-Truth? Like, is that an option? Can I make him break tag teams that easily?
Clinic in tag team wrestling. Kudos.
Okay. So we still have the rivalry match of Logan Winters versus Zack Ryder, which this is based around the fact that Ryder is actually the NXT champion at the moment. Murphy and Blake and Murphy were the tag champs, and they might become so again if I can't get the title off of Murphy or off of Ryder, as he's really been holding on to. I'd be a horrible commentator. I'm like Michael Cole right now. I can't even pronounce people's names right. Like, jeez.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring.
So there we go, Zack Ryder in all of his glory. I'm honestly probably going to give him a nice NXT run before.
Oh boy, we're in for a treat.
I'm going to wait and see how his model looks this year, because I mean, honestly, this does not look a whole lot like Zack Ryder in this game. Like, I'm sorry, like, I love the attire, but the face is just kind of clunky, to say the least. Like, he's there, but he's like a chubby Zack Ryder in the face. It's really weird. I'm very comfortable with it.
Representing the Gladiators from Akron, Ohio, Logan Winters.
This guy will actually be making a return, but I've still got to tweak his style. As to me, he's kind of that. He doesn't have a full personality, which I think really hinders and hurts him quite a bit. As you know, he comes out here, he's got this basic wrestling singlet on, and let's look here. He has like he has some suplexes. He does suplexes. He's got the basically the pedigree, and the pedigree just, you know, from the top and from the regular, but it goes straight into a pin. It has a little bit more of a stagger to it. I don't know if this move's still going to be in the game. But of course, then you have the 5-star frog splash, which I kind of want to reverse things a little bit and have him do the frog splash a little bit more, just because I feel like the suplexes really set that up.
No kidding, this is bad.
I mean, it's all going to depend, and I can't wait to see how it is to build a character in my career this year as well. Like, those are, oh wow, I did not realize he had a shooting star press. That was a little too early to be going for things like that. Again, how about you actually, there we go, okay.
He's moving like a man possessed.
He has a dirty pin that early. He must not have the the real dirty pin going on.
Avoids the impact there.
Oh, nice. Actually avoided it.
Watch out. That
Into
was
a
power
belly to
on top of
belly.
more power. What a slam.
That was a perfectly executed slam.
And see, that's the thing. Like, it's like one of those
Not today. Too fast.
smaller. He's got a lot of athleticism,
Going toe-to-toe
and that's kind of why I'm not fully sold on the whole slapjack on him.
You're not the only
But I just don't really know what direction
It's almost as if the entire arena does it along with him.
I want to
The
take
fans
him
absolutely love this guy.
in terms of finishers and.
Anytime Zack Ryder executes that lethal face buster
Oh
of
my
his.
gosh! How did I lose control? It's okay. Let's get it back real quick.
Oh, wait, nice reversal.
Kick him. Kick him.
Great one-on-one action here tonight. It doesn't get much better than this. Looking highly motivated here.
Oh. See if we can get him to reverse here real quick.
Reversal.
There we go.
Showing his skills. Ow.
Yeah, I'll take that shot. I'll take another one too. See, this is called keeping the reversal game going your way.
Both of these competitors have so much resolve. It's going to take a minor miracle to keep one of them down.
There we go. Of course, now he almost has one up of his own. But
Nowhere.
There's clearly something about his face that he doesn't like.
Yeah, the same way I feel about yours.
I'm going to stay in control here. Have a nice knife edge chop. Oh, T-bone suplex.
When he gets going like
Let's
this,
go ahead and go for the cover.
few better covers.
I don't think I'm going to get much. Still actually got a 2 count off of that. That was nice.
The range of emotions here is startling. There's almost an unknowing of what to expect.
I know. I mean, I got goosebumps. This match is going to be so
Oh,
unpredictable.
here.
I just
Oh.
can't wait.
The story of Zack Ryder.
The shoulder
He really
kick
put me
breaks the
down.
cover.
Forcing the referee to stop the count.
Well, that's just not enough to get the job done.
We're looking at complete
And now Ryder
domination here.
even has his.
Oh, wait. Nice reversal.
And now we're going straight into a finisher.
Wow.
And a nice
Ryder
big
just
body
got
splash
flattened.
there. And knowing
He's in
me, there
big
has to be
trouble.
some type of OMG moment. But there's not. Well,
Oh, man. What impact from that suplex. Just look at this. You can see the results
I
from that move.
guarantee you I can put him at the table because I've got the slapjack. And who doesn't like the pedigree man throw table by his head first?
When it comes to sports entertainment, but he's also a huge fan. WWE.com once ran a feature on his
What are we doing?
merchandise collection.
Regalplex.
It would make the world's biggest fan blush.
Not a lot of spring left in his step right now.
What is up, James 79 Fish? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, so effective. Well, we're on the move here. Look out.
What just happened?
A rolling knee bar. I haven't seen that in a while. This is not the position you want to be in. Yeah, about that merchandise
Oh
collection,
no.
I sure hope Zack Ryder has plenty of King
That is
action
not
figures in there.
that's not what I wanted to have happen there.
The rolling knee bar.
A rolling
Apparently I
knee
really
bar.
like that knee
Haven't seen
bar.
that in a while. Great hold being applied.
I don't believe the destruction we're seeing.
This guy's
God.
just going from one painful move to another.
You a big wrestling fan, bud? Drop kick? Drop kick.
Whoa, what a drop
Oh.
kick.
And see, like, I hope that type of stuff stays in the game.
Oh, he's in trouble
I feel
now.
like you're not gonna get to see the amazing stuff Thanks. This is his first form. He never really got a final form. I'm hoping to expand upon him and oh, he's gonna hit me. Oh, he hit me. I'm hoping to expand upon him in WWE2K17 when it comes out. Oh man.
Hey, it's shout out to all his broskies. If you want to talk about high energy, intensity, and a fist, can he do it here? This may be it.
None of that noise. Oh, there we go. Do you have a do you have this game? Do you play it? Oh, there we go. I hate when you end up missing the spots.
Mention the energy and passion of Zack Ryder. He's the epitome of the 21st century WWE superstar. Hit him up on social media using the hashtag WWYKI and connect with the Long Island IZ.
Yeah, woo.
Sometimes I think Zack needs a little
more focus on what's going on in the ring and not what's going on in the crowd. Despite that, I do believe there are a lot of great
wanted to go all the way
years
up.
ahead of
Okay, I'm just gonna do this now.
This may settle the score right here.
And Winters gets
I wanted to hit that
Wow, complete devastation.
that frog
by
splash.
All these power moves tonight are making.
Well, see, I have it on Xbox One as well. It just streams easier on PlayStation, at least I think. Which is why a lot of times I'm on my PlayStation version.
This match has been 100 miles per hour since the opening bell.
And I don't see any slowing down in the future. This is a great matchup. I'm loving it.
He's bringing it back inside the ring now.
I can't blame him. Keep it in the ring.
Which is in this.
That phased him. I mean, there's no way it couldn't have. Hey, the shoulders are down.
You know what? Let's not end that yet. He does have it. Huh. Let's at least have a little bit of fun.
These guys are giving it absolutely everything.
What's your character like on there?
Holding anything back, and I love it.
See, I'm still not sold on his finisher though. Like, I like the concept of a singlet for this guy because he's kind of wild and crazy. But I'm not sold on the Pepsi Plunge for him or the slapjack.
It's got to be over now. Oh, there it is. What a maneuver. That's how you put away.
I do love that maneuver. Like if there's a way to just really end someone.
Hump day. Hopefully this WWE action is helping you get through.
The shoulders are down.
I guess I'm just going to normal. I planned on dirty penning him, but I just wasn't near the ropes.
Oh, that was a match for the record books. The WWE Universe will be buzzing about this one for a while. Oh, there were some unbelievable highlights. Watch this. There was no love lost in that match. And look at the impact in these highlights.
Is that Sarah? Is that Sarah Wilson?
And
Is that
here's some
how?
highlights from the matchup.
I'm horrible at pronouncing names. And it's like almost like a Sahara, but it's not. So how you doing?
Here's your winner, representing the Gladiators.
Ow. But I've just been given basically my hopes and dreams for 2K17 and a little bit of breakdown on the current state of wrestling in the United States. Well, really the top two brands, as I know Ring of Honor is doing some great things. I know that like PWG puts on some great events. There's phenomenal indie wrestling around the country, and I would actually love to go to a couple of local shows here in Ohio. I want to get in touch with those people and really get to go like to the tinies and see some of these guys like when they're first breaking in. But in terms of like really big TV deal stuff, which basically, you know, TNA and WWE, they sounds like Billy Corgan is going to get full control of TNA, and he's going to rebrand it. Which I'm going to break this down here real quick on this guy. So, Morgan Drake is actually a character named Drake Morgan, just named backwards, obviously. Drake Morgan is a masked luchador style wrestler, and this is him unmasked, growing out his hair, a little bit older. There's not a lot of face paint options in this game, which really kind of just kicks me, which is why I just went with the Ultimate Warrior look. Very cocky heel. I hope to really bring out this overall character and really get to do some actual like designs and stuff for the attire. As this year I was very bland with attires and even characters. Like I didn't get a lot of the detail that I normally get into. But I feel like with the new one, it's going to actually give me reason to really sink my teeth into it. It looks like it's going to have a lot more options. I actually understand more of how they're planning on doing things this year.
And there's the bell.
So I'm excited for that. But back into the real realm of wrestling for the moment. Oh, what a rude fella. Right, what? Into a power bomb. God. And it still took my stamina away, but it didn't let me roll out of the ring. How rude. It's messed up, man.
Thank you for choosing to spend your Wednesday
European champion currently getting destroyed by Titus O'Neil here. But I feel like everything under the TNA name will be actually, because I just read that basically they're going to Billy Corgan's going to rebrand TNA under a new name. So I feel like that means all the broken Matt Hardy stuff as of today will actually in fact be on with that tape library. So you will get the Final Deletion parts 1 and 2. You'll get up to probably at least this Bound for Glory, if not. I really feel like I have to beat him with the Swanton Bomb now, because that is the second time he has escaped it. I'm just gonna walk away. Psych. Oh my god. This guy has countered everything I've attempted. I'm looking like such a scrub right now. This is horrible. I love it.
A lot more of those. Getting nailed once turns into a full-scale beating. Oh, and he missed that one. God,
yeah, we'll go ahead and I'll waste one. Just because that way I have full control here.
As you can see, everything hurts.
No kidding, that's hurting me.
That's blue thunder bomb there.
On your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you could find yourself in a world of getting some air. Here, I need some.
Oh, I don't know what that was, but it was nasty.
Back into the
Do we still have a Wilson in the room?
Look at the attack here.
Oh, man. Talk about a direct hit.
Oh, that was like a frog splash to the back.
Since day one. First on the gridiron
Turns
at the
out
University of Florida, and then as a member of the NFL's
I broke
Jacksonville
him.
Jaguars. In 2012, Titus debuted in WWE and became
Titus, what are you? Oh, he actually, what? How did he grab me?
Titus O'Neil.
It's nearly impossible. Here's the cover.
What just happened?
Another amazing singles contest. These two never cease to entertain the WWE
Wow.
Universe. We're looking at complete domination here.
They hit him with that DDT. Of course, Dragon Sleeper,
Going for broke.
because the Lion Salt is nowhere in position.
This is not the position you want to be in.
That's okay. I can probably... No, I can't get him.
What diabolical
I
things
tried.
are going
I
through
tried to
my
get him
mind
right there.
Now, when you get in control like this,
tried to get
you
him.
want to throw
It didn't
everything at
happen.
your opponent. And that could be what we're seeing here. Oh, look at the emotion.
It's okay, though. You know... It's just Titus O'Neil.
Hump day. Hopefully this WWE action is
But
helping get through those.
he apparently doesn't feel that way about it. Feels like he's more important than he is. I get that.
Fast pinfall attempt by O'Neil.
We all want to be a little bit more important than we actually are. But he needs to stop.
The shoulder's going to be
Oh
ripped
my.
Have you ever seen a shoulder come out of its socket, Cole?
No.
Ugh.
He's like whooping me right now, man. Like I'm getting tore up.
Great one-on-one action here tonight.
Oh.
It doesn't get much better than this.
Here now we're gonna hit that swanton.
High risk.
That we gonna hit that swanton we've been
Look
going
how
for
slow he is to
all match. And we're gonna get that pin
Going for the cover.
off that swanton we've been trying to hit. And apparently the answer is no. That is a lie.
We're seeing two outstanding athletes looking to prove their dominance in there. But only one can walk out victorious. Who will it be? And he fails to connect with anything that time.
Man, that was some miss, all right. I could feel
I don't
the
know.
breeze all
Oh,
the way
he
over
reversed
here.
it. No, he didn't. Right into the stunner. Oh. Now we're really setting up.
The
I
tension,
guess
the drama.
that's a
This
wrap.
is electric.
Look at the...
He thinks he has it.
Is that a wrap? That oh, that is not a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. I lied. Not a wrap. Thought we were done there.
Trying to keep their wits about them.
Well, Cole, it's so important not to lose your cool in a match like this, not to lose your focus. You make a mistake, and I guarantee you, your opponent...
There's always a mistake. King, there's always a mistake. I forgot I even had this. Here we go. Oh, we're just not.
Few superstars are as dominant as this guy.
You know, don't toy with me, man. I love me some Hogan, and we know he ain't coming back.
He
Okay,
is really tired now.
let's be cool about that.
tank of his has
At
to
least
be
not
really
yet.
nifty.
It has to be, King, but I still don't see him giving up.
Oh God, that was enough of a distraction for me to just screw the pooch.
Back between the ropes.
Not today, Titus. Not. Oh, apparently today. Oh, he gonna do something. Non-stop player,
this
how
has
you
been a
doing,
great
buddy?
matchup.
You're right about that, Cole. A Matt classic.
People have been wanting to see these guys go.
Wow,
at it for
I
a
was
long
like
time,
getting
and
up
by
there
the
so
sound of this
confused,
crowd,
like,
I think they're
why am I
getting
not being
the
hit? Why is my face not getting melted?
Serious knockout blow.
He reversed it.
Reversal. Not today. Too fast.
No, I wasn't ready. Oh, what? No, I didn't reverse this.
It's gotta be
I feel like that was his
Is he still
finisher.
even conscious?
That was a very lame finisher. Why has he not pinned me? Like,
Makes the cover.
1, 2, 3. What a win!
did anyone just...
Gotta feel great.
That was bull.
Oh, they threw
Watch this
everything
kick
they had
out.
at each other in this match.
This was glitched, man. Watch this. Like, it never gave me an actual opportunity to kick out. Like, it was like, nah, you're done. You're done, kid.
There was no love. Let's see what happened during that incredible matchup. Well, I don't know how you can pick out highlights.
That is
from
so messed up.
Here's your winner,
So upset right now.
Titus O'Neil.
Like, what?
Feel the effects of this win for a while.
Talk about making your presence felt in a match. Wow, what a win.
Thank you for tuning in tonight, folks. We hope you enjoyed that great match.
Like, wow. I hate Titus O'Neil. Man, I wish he could keep himself together on the mic. Like, I like his look. I think he's okay. He's not good in the ring at all. But I mean, he tries. But he's got the vocals and he does great on backstage interviews. But man, you hand that man a live mic and he that's what he sounds like. Don't get me wrong. What he does is extremely difficult. Okay, like I've talked on live mics several times, and I cannot imagine doing it in front of people that are actually looking at you and making noise back at you. Like, you know, when I do it, I'm on a camera. I used to do it for radio, and there's just people listening. Like, it's a very different mindset to me. Like, even like just radio to YouTube is a very, very different scenario. As the like, I can physically see me. Like, I'm staring at myself right now on camera. I know that I'm there. I know that somebody else is seeing me. That is in my head while I'm trying to talk. And it can make it very difficult at times, because you kind of go, okay, I know I'm there, I can see me, someone else is seeing me, whatever I'm doing, I'm being watched, whether it's now or later. Like, there's always that potential that it's more real. If I'm on just the air on radio, I'm talking into a microphone. It's like I'm comforting myself, I'm talking to myself. I might have a message for other people, I might think other people are listening, but that does not, it's not as on your mind, because you can't really, there's no way to gauge who or how many are listening when you're on radio. And so I feel like nothing can prepare you for that live mic experience, and especially if you go to cut a promo, and so, like, you know, you're in this character and you're doing this thing. And to me, that is just like being able to actually get in the ring and do that, like, takes guts. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I applaud every wrestler who's ever been able to step into the ring and cut any type of promo, you know, given that opportunity, especially when it's live. But the poor guy just, he can't carry a feud with his mic skills, and he's getting older. Like, he's getting near that point where it's just going to be rough. So that took a really long time to finish NXT, and I didn't even really play all the matches. Like, whew, can't believe it. So I am going to cut this one as it is. We're done. I am going to be making sure I do a whole lot more wrestling stuff. Mostly because, like, basically right now it's wrestling or Overwatch, but I realized, you know, directly after doing a giveaway for a wrestling game, people want wrestling. Like, that's like the crowd that I brought in. So I'm not gonna be like, you know what, I'm still doing my thing. No, I am going to make sure that I do at least one wrestling thing a week. And I know when 2K17 comes out on Tuesday, like, it'll be all wrestling all the time. It won't even be a problem. So thank you all for watching. Check it out later this week, and we'll see where things go. That's all I'm going to say. I am going to go ahead, if you want to watch some Overwatch, I am going to go ahead and be live on Overwatch. Not nearly as talkative as I have been tonight. As, like, seriously, I'm going to grab me a drink and go from there. Play a little bit of Overwatch and go to bed. So, thanks for watching. If you want to stay tuned for the after party of like two or three rounds of Overwatch, more power to you.